looked. Like, I have access to my YouTube. I could have just looked to see what number it was.
I mean, you could still do that before we go live.
Oh, we're live now, buddy. We're live
Oh, okay.
now. Oh, yeah. But since we're here and I'm on that topic, let's take a look. What was the last Tomb Raider we did? Yeah, part two. Okay, so we are in part three. Good call, good call. Anyway, what's good, Internet? I'm Eric, and I am joined once again by Kevin.
Hello.
We are here in the courtyard of Croft Manor.
I'm gonna set my stuff to silent. Sorry.
Well, you're fine. And today we've got the hedge maze.
Hedge
So
maze.
yeah, this is gonna be a thing. I remember this one being a headache just because of angles, but
And also because it's a maze.
that too, yes. And
And like all of the while you were loading in after I sent the invite, I kind of wandered around the area for a little bit. I'm like, oh, so if we miss something, there's going to be a lot of backtracking. So please don't do the typical Eric thing.
I was just gonna go straight to the middle of the maze, um, because I believe there's an underground passageway in this level.
Hmm.
Do
Interesting.
you wanna look for it with me? We
I
just
mean,
work
I
our.
guess if that's what you're going to do, I feel
I
like you're not
mean,
really giving me a choice.
I want you to see it, because it's pretty cool. All right, I've already reached. All right, it's not a dead end.
It's a corner. You've hit a corner of a maze, so we're not in the middle.
I feel like I might be at the back now.
Considering the brick wall, I think the
Oh,
same thing.
hold on a second. There it is. It's in there. All right, now you. I don't think you can actually go through these bushes. This thing, yeah, this is very in depth in actual maze. This is. I
Oh,
guarantee you, we skirted it too. Oh, I found you.
window.
Did you find a window? All right, so that's the same window. Okay. You know, maybe we should just.
No, I think you're right. I think we need to get in there first
I
before we
found it.
do anything else. Where are you?
All right, hold on. I'm gonna come back to where the window was. I see you. Okay, over this way.
Okay.
It's in here.
Oh, okay. So let's
There's
clean the
this.
hatch.
Yeah, there's like a latch that we have to undo in here. Hello, Tony. How are you, buddy? Hopefully you had a great weekend. I know mine went actually very well. The house that I went to look at on Saturday turned out to be worth my time, actually. So I did make an offer. Just going down, and I'm even gonna clean the. All right, I'll clean the hatch. It's fine.
Is it not done? I
No, it
thought
ain't
I thought it was
done.
done. That's why it opened. Oh,
Gotta get the sides too. All right.
how long have we been streaming and I already hate it here
Why do you
on
hate
this
it
map?
here?
The fact that this is a thing.
Oh, the underground area. I think it's pretty cool, actually. Like, this is what you would expect from like a Tomb Raider game, right?
I guess. Why can't I climb the ladder? There we go.
Oh yeah, this is the middle area. All right, so this is what we. So here's the window. So yeah, this place was the annoying part to find. So obviously that was like a hidden passageway. Have you
Right.
ever thought about having like hidden passages in your eventual house?
No,
Really?
I'm not a maniac, and I don't aspire to like having billionaire level wealth that would
Am I the crazy
need the
one?
funds that you are absolutely the insane one here.
I just think it would be cool, like having secret rooms. Like I would have like a
That
hidden
just
man
sounds like
cave.
more shit to clean.
It's fair enough. Uh, I see your point. Oh, that's a good sound. I like it. And yeah, that is true, Tony. You don't actually need a lot of money for a secret room. Really, it's just the initial installing of the device that's really the problem. Like you could have a door and
You
just
need
put,
partitions and stuff. Unless you're talking about just blocking off a room
yeah, you
with a
just
false
block off a
door.
room with like a bookcase or something that you can just like swing open or something.
I mean, you could just do that.
Yeah, it's not like it's intensively expensive
I'm
to
saying you
do
just buy a
something.
bookcase and put it in front of a door.
Yeah, I mean you might
But
also
what's
if
the
you really
point?
want to. Well, here's the point. Like it depends on what you plan to do with the room, I think. Like if you had like a hidden safe room for like say someone breaks and enters or something and you have a viable way to get in that room very quickly, I think it could be beneficial to keep you safe.
I don't know. I don't live with that level of paranoia.
So once again, I'm the weird one, okay?
No, I feel like I might actually be the weird one in that case that I'm not worried about like home invasions and break-ins. I feel like that's definitely me being the weird one in this situation.
So it's been a couple weeks. Yeah. Did we do this last week or did we do back-to-back weeks? I feel like we do this bi-weekly,
We
but I
didn't.
just can't remember.
No, it's been 2 weeks. I feel like.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it got thrown off because I got sick or not.
Yeah, you were definitely sick, so we did not do it last week.
And bro, I don't know what it is. I still have a cough. I cannot shake it.
If you had what I had, you will, even though you're feeling better, you will continue to have that cough for a good like 6 weeks.
Oh my gosh, yeah, because it's like week 2 or 3 now, and it's still not going away.
Yeah, no, I got sick the week of Christmas, and I had the cough until almost the end of January,
Oh,
even
that's
though I
annoying.
felt better. Yep.
And yeah, I
And
am
there were
feeling
like news
better.
stories about it, like that whatever bug that was going around just left a lingering cough, and it's like usually cleared up, and they said 6 to 8 weeks.
Fantastic.
So
Because
that's just a
it's
thing you'll have to live with for a minute.
it sucks because it's like I'm feeling fine other than the soreness that is my throat because of the coughing. So it's annoying in that regard. That and all the roommates are still coughing too, so it's like we all had the same thing.
Yep.
So other than the illnesses, how've things been going for you, man?
It's all right.
Yeah, I'm assuming maybe something you can't talk or you don't want to talk about on stream, which
I mean,
is
I can talk about it. I'm just a little. I didn't. I'm not. I'm not feeling well, and I didn't sleep great last night. Like I got
okay.
maybe 3 hours.
Brother, preach. I got home at 4 a.m. yesterday. My buddy finally had a little bit of time off. Like he actually had a weekend that he was able to do something. He went to Monster Jam with the family and was like, "Hey, I want to host my buddies. So you guys just come on over around like 8 o'clock at night, and we'll have a night." because he ended up getting a second shift job, so we just never see him now.
Hmm.
Um, and we ended up binging the entire first season of Solo Leveling.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah, so it was like a 6 hour endeavor, and it was so much fun. But by the time I got home, it was like 4 a.m. I'm assuming you just had difficulty sleeping. You didn't have any fun things going on last night.
Well, I had a couple of things going on yesterday. Fucking with my steez over here.
Sorry, sorry.
Like I
Go
had
over.
blocked off this whole thing that I was gonna clean. God damn it.
All right, I'll just go to the
You,
bench. All right, you know
no,
what?
it's
No, that's
fine.
fine.
I'll finish
It's
this
fine.
over
I'll
here
go
that
over
you
here.
started. And
I'll clean the garden gnome.
oh, I forgot the gnomes are a thing in this fucking game.
Oh shit.
No, I did a couple of things yesterday, but like, I don't know. I was feeling kind of sore, just like in general, on Friday, and like I was kind of feeling the same thing yesterday, but I don't know. It was just like in the morning, and then like today, I've just kind of felt like garbage all day.
I'm sorry you're feeling that way, buddy.
It is what it is.
It always seems to hit on the weekend too. Like you're fine enough that you can go to work, but when it's like a day of rest and relaxation, it's like fuck you. That's how
Um,
I've noticed
I'll be
my
honest with you.
weekends
If I still
going.
feel like this in the morning, I'm not going to work tomorrow.
You know what? Good for you. Take care of yourself. Take a day off. You know, sleep in. Reset that internal clock. I'll tell you, I missed the 4 days of work when I had that illness, and it was amazing. The amount of sleep that I got was unreal.
What
I'm gonna have you
part
over
of the
soon
flower
for
pot
a.
isn't clean? I'm confused. It says it's not clean. Okay, there it goes.
You got it. I'm gonna have you over soon for a retro game day. We gotta play some PS1.
I don't have any attachment to the PS1.
You like Frogger?
I do like Frogger.
Frogger on the PS1, like you said before, arguably one of the best games on PS1.
It's also one of like, I don't know, maybe 4 games I've played for the PS1.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to fix that. I
I
will
was a
say
Nintendo kid.
there's nothing wrong with that. I grew up with the NES and the NES, and actually I grew up on the NES. But I'll say that one of the coolest memories of my childhood was when my dad came home one day and he's like, I got something to show you, and he booted up Mario, the original Mario Brothers, and he ended up trapping a turtle against a staircase and just getting infinite lives by jumping on it. He was my goddamn hero in that moment. I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my young life. He was always a fan of like those light gun games with the shooting.
Oh yeah. When I was growing up, we had a Sega Genesis, and then after the Sega Genesis, we got an N64 because I went to a buddy's house and played it and was like, this is the most magical thing I've ever fucking seen in my entire life. I gotta have an N64. You gotta get me a Nintendo 64. And it took a minute, but eventually, you know, we they got it for me as a combination birthday Christmas gift.
Yep.
They're like, don't expect anything else.
as you
And
do.
I think I had like 2 games for it. And mind you, not the one. God, I think I told this story like
Yeah,
last time.
you didn't get the Super Mario 64 that you
Yeah,
wanted, but
yeah.
you had Diddy. You got Diddy
I
Racing.
got Diddy Kong Racing, and then Christmas they did give me NHL, what, 99?
Dude, fuck yeah. NHL games were so good back then. I didn't really understand the scope of how good they were because I was a kid and couldn't create teams to save my goddamn life. But I played the shit out of the Wings. I'll say that.
Oh, yeah.
NHL 97, baby. PS1. Oh. And you know, it might just be the nostalgia kicking back in, but I'm having a lot of fun with these re-releases and remasters that they're doing. Like the Spyro trilogy, the Crash. I don't know why. I'm having a really good time playing through those again. And I've realized I am no better than I was as a child with those games.
See, I've gone back and played some games as like an adult, and I'm like, how did I do this as a child?
I know, right? It's like, how was I so goddamn patient and good as a kid, and now I've got no time for this bullshit.
Well, and then there's like different games, like I'm sure I talked about it, like Super Mario 64. Like that game is like riding a bike. I was actually broke out my Super Mario 3D All Stars collection and booted up my Switch for the first time in like probably, when did New Leaf come out?
Dude, New Leaf. I'm sad. I loved the original Animal Crossing games. I just, as an adult, I don't have time to for the keep up that is required for those kind of games now.
Well, okay, I guess that's incorrect. So it would probably be the first time since that collection came out because I played a little bit of Super Mario 64 and I played a little bit of um, Sunshine as well, and I couldn't figure out what was going on and why I didn't like that port of Sunshine, and I've since figured it out why I don't like it. Um,
What's the deal?
so the GameCube had analog triggers on the back,
Hmm.
much like the PlayStation 5, where like you can press and hold the trigger and like there's different levels to it. So like there's certain games like racing games where like you can hold down like R2 to accelerate, and depending on how hard you hold it down and to what degree you hold down the trigger, right?
Hmm.
It'll go faster. And you could do the same thing to control the nozzle of the water to get like more controlled or like shorter jumps with the water backpack and all that and all the different nozzles. The Switch doesn't have that. It is strictly um digital triggers. So it's just a one click. There's no nuance to the amount of pressure that you apply to the trigger. It just is 100% or 0%.
Oh, that's disappointing.
So I'm like going through and I'm like, why can't I do these things? I know I can do these things. I've played the absolute shit out of this game on GameCube.
Yeah, sometimes
And I was like,
controllers make all the difference in the sensitivity. I definitely feel like with technology coming so far and them making all these little minute adjustments for the benefit of gamers, we've lost something along the way. Like
well, and then
even
like it's for some reason they just made that decision with like the Switch, and also like I have different issues with Nintendo's controllers over the years for
hmm,
reasons I'm sure I've gone on to rants about on this channel.
but I mean even the changing of like tube televisions. Like some games just don't react to flat screens the way they do to a curved monitor. And I know that because I have plug and play consoles.
I guess in what way? Because like I kind of want you to elaborate on that because I have opinions
so
about this as well, but I want to know what your thoughts are
so
on it.
specifically, the big buck shooting game that I came into, um,
Oh, so you're talking about
very
specifically light gun games?
well, this is the example that first comes to mind because I had that giant orange shotgun. I plugged that into the back of the TV, and it automatically just decides, okay, well, you're playing on a curved TV, so you have to hit this far out from where you're actually aiming because the curve would naturally make it that way. So,
Okay, so it's just not an issue with we've lost something with games. It's just old technology, so you just need old technology to be compatible with it.
yeah, that and as far as like the original argument that I had with we've lost something with gaming, games back in the day were quarter munchers, and they ported a lot of arcade games back in the day to consoles.
Hmm.
So games didn't have as many levels, but it was so much harder to get through those games. Where nowadays it feels like everything is either extremely story based that you can get through with minimal effort, or there's like a toggle that you can put on to better like easy mode, medium mode. They still offer a harder difficulty, but I feel like back in the day that wasn't an option. That you had one setting and you went with it.
Well, that was strictly hardware limitations. It wasn't really by design. And ultimately those designs were by greed. You called them quarter eaters. It's the same reason mobile games have microtransactions. Those old arcade games that we love ran off of microtransactions.
That's fair. Yeah. Okay. So maybe we haven't fully lost that mentality, but
No, and I would say that's probably for the better in most cases.
oh my gosh, how did I miss this? And Tony, I never really played Jack and Daxter, so I'm unfamiliar with that series, but I know it was popular. I was more of a Crash and Spyro kind of kid.
Yeah, here's the thing. I had the PlayStation 2 where like all of like those big like Jack and Daxter and like the new Spyro stuff and Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper. Never played a single one.
Hmm.
You know what I did play a lot of though?
I played a
God
lot of
of War and Devil
Gex.
May Cry.
Hmm. Fair enough. I realized I got into RPGs really early on. Like I was playing NES RPGs.
Yeah, the only RPG that I played really growing up, like looking back on it,
Did we do it? Is this all
was
done?
I think so. It was Pokemon, the Pokemon games.
All right.
And like other than that, it was all action games, shooters, platformers. Like I didn't, and a lot of like the RPGs that came out for N64, like I didn't really care for them.
All right, buddy. Well, I'm gonna go this way. You hit that way, and we'll see you whenever.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if I'm gonna see anything. I'm like, there's a long way before I found anything to clean.
Oh, sweet. I found some stuff. Okay, we're back in it in business.
Are there ladders for this level? I feel like I'm gonna need a ladder.
You would think that, but I'm unaware if there are actually ladders or if you have to jump on the pottery to hit the upper areas. I don't remember using ladders in this level before, but that doesn't necessarily mean they aren't there.
Yeah, you also didn't ever use extenders either.
That's also true. I definitely made this a lot harder than it needed to be.
Yeah, you definitely punished yourself for no reason whatsoever.
I'm still not using extenders. But yeah, I'm very close to the end of Crash 2 right now. Um, Man, did I have a huge coming to Jesus moment last episode where I just died about 87 times in one episode, I'm pretty sure was the final count. It was so rough.
Yeah, that's another thing about the those older games being harder. It's because they were working with strict like data limitations on what they could put on cartridges and um, discs, even though they could put more on discs than cartridges, was to make the game last longer so that you felt like you got your money's worth.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing worse than going to a blockbuster, being able to pick out a game and finishing it in one afternoon.
Hmm.
Nothing
Well,
worse.
like once you like the OG Castlevania for NES is a notoriously difficult game, but if you know what you're doing, it only takes like 3 hours to beat, and that's not like speed running strat. Speed running strats much faster.
Hmm. Well, I appreciate you saying that, Tony. Thank you.
Tony out there lying to you again?
Yeah, he told me it was a good stream.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Maybe it was.
Oh, come on. This is gonna be a thing. Oh, oh. Okay, I see what I missed. Oh, fuck a duck.
Wait, each one of these posts
All
is
right.
individual? Okay, so then what am I missing on this post?
Well, good. Fuck your ribs, Tony. Fuck them right off. Man, I wish I was like
I see.
better, so we could hang out, Tony. It's been a minute. I haven't had Kevin over IRL in a while either.
When was the last WWE stream? Because that was the last time I was over.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Oh my god, I did it. I did it. I got the
I gotta find
arch.
the entrance to this bitch. Okay.
Yeah, man, I think the last time we did hang out IRL was for a wrestling stream, which we got to figure out if we're going to come back to that. It is it is a whole like funny way to end. Like as soon as I become champion, everything goes to shit.
Right,
Like
like
that's
it ends with me being like, "I'll end this show if I
yeah,
goddamn want to." Like this is all my brainchild, and then the show just
it just
ends.
ends. But what a 9 episode streak we had. It had ups, it
Yeah,
had downs.
yeah. I mean, I'm kind of going back and forth on whether or not I want to pick it up, just because it's been so long, and then also like
Again,
2K25 is going to be out in what month?
jeez, already.
Yeah. Well, they come out around WrestleMania time now.
Yeah, it's
They
smart
don't come out.
marketing.
Yeah, they don't come out in like Q4 where all the big releases do like typically anymore. So they just around WrestleMania time they just get ready to drop it. And I think it's sometime in March because I know that um WrestleMania. Oh yeah, it's the 20th and 21st or 19th and 20th, whatever that weekend is.
All right.
Which I think is no, it's definitely one of them's the 20th because I think it's funny that one of the nights of WrestleMania. No, okay, yeah, it's the 19th and the 20th. Because I thought it was funny that night two of WrestleMania is going to be on 420, which is also Easter Sunday.
Oh wow. Okay. I didn't know that.
Oh, the supporting arches are technically part of the post. Okay. I thought they were their own bit. That makes sense why
Yeah,
that one
those
wasn't getting
those
finished.
giants. Are you like doing the upper?
I'm doing the blue flower pagoda.
Oh, okay, I'll pretend I know what that means. I have no clue though. However,
It's
I will.
beautiful.
I bet it is. It sounds like something that is lovely to look at. I'm doing a little fountain of sorts. I'm doing a purple flower fountain basin wall. That's a mouthful.
Do we know if the sorry, I know this is like a complete and utter like tangent and completely unrelated to everything we were kind of just talking about.
Man, we
Um,
jump. It's fine.
do we have a full release date yet for the Baldur's Gate 3, was it patch 8? That's supposed
I.
to add the 6 new subclasses and the custom campaigns and stuff.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know any of that was coming. I still haven't beaten Act 2 of Baldur's Gate ever. Like,
I haven't beaten Act 3. I'm like probably like 75% of the way through the game and then I just dropped it.
yeah,
It's so much to do and I don't oftentimes don't have the time to really dedicate to it like I would
that's,
want to.
yeah, I understand 100% completely. That's a word. Yeah, because,
You got there.
yeah, I mean, RPGs are totally my thing, and it's just, they don't go well for streaming, and if I'm, like, focused and, like, the only time I can play video games is when I'm set to stream, I don't have the time for it.
I mean, they're fine for streaming. You're just going to be hitting a different audience, and like you can definitely carve out a niche for yourself by streaming, long play RPG games.
I mean, that's why I'm dedicating like one game at a time, just because I'm sick of forgetting controls and putting them down and starting games over and over and over again. So, like I said, like when I'm streaming, it's either one of these where we have time to like talk to my friends and power wash things, or we're just focusing solely on Crash Bandicoot. So, you're either getting power washing or Crash Bandicoot on this channel, with the occasional bi-weekly party game that we'll play, like Use Your Words or Jackbox. But that's just to keep the engagement up with everybody, and yeah,
I like how you're like, I'm just gonna treat this as like a hobby, but you're still thinking of it as like a business. You're like, I got to keep engagement up. I'm like, no, you
well,
just
it's not
stream what
like
you want to stream if it's a hobby,
yeah, it's not like it's a
and as long as you're
business.
having fun, the people will come.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I'm still having time for the people who've stuck around this whole time. Because let's be honest, you know how many Markipliers and Game Grumps are out there you guys could be watching, and you're here listening to this? I mean, I appreciate it. I don't know if that says
Don't sell yourself short,
something
even though
about
you
you
did
guys or
steal
me, but
Markiplier's outro.
what
Instead of
of it?
just going to clear your throat.
What of it, Kev? Who else could have done it, Kevin, but me? You know how many people are out there? None of them chose to do it. I did it.
Probably thousands of them that we don't know.
Oh, I'm sure there are. I'm by no means original. Look at all of my content. It's all been done before. However, no one has quite the banter that we do, Kevin.
That's probably also not true, but I don't know. I can't say for sure, so I'm not gonna discredit us on that one.
Good, good. I started watching. I'm sorry. I kind of cheated on you a little bit with my anime watching. I know I got 2 episodes into Shangri-La season 2 today.
That's no worries.
I'm liking it.
I've not been keeping up on really anything. I did finally sit down and watch the live action One Piece though.
Yeah, what'd you think? I
Yeah.
only got 2 or 3 episodes in, but I liked it.
I'm well, if you only watched like 2 episodes, it's hard to get into a
I liked it.
detailed analysis of it
Well, yeah. I mean, I liked it more than
without
the
spoilers.
the anime that I was watching because I Buggy was much more tolerable to me.
I actually like what they did with Buggy, and I really like the actor um that they picked to play Buggy. Um, I am interested to see how that plays out, knowing how integral Buggy is to the future of One Piece, even though he's going to disappear for probably a good. So if all of season one covered East Blue, I know the big focus on season two is going to be Alabasta. Season three, trying to figure out how long it's going to take to get to Impel Down, and then like how much of Impel Down are they going to do? Because
See, you're saying words to me that I don't know what they mean.
One Piece fans know what I'm talking about, but it's basically different arcs.
Okay. Also, there has to be a ladder. There's no way I can hit these angles. None.
Yeah, there's no ladder. I went and looked.
This is insane. These arches are killing me, Kevin.
I feel the same way about my shoes.
What? What's wrong with your shoes?
I'm flat-footed, so arches hurt my feet.
Oh. There's an arch. Rare. That was a call.
One I made. Was it a good call? We don't know.
We don't know. We'll have
We'll have to
to.
wait and see how the comments look
yeah.
after the stream.
Uh, yeah, I don't get comments on my videos. No one gives a shit. But again,
Well,
that's
if no
also
one's
because I
telling me I'm
live.
wrong, then I must be right.
You know what? That's a healthy mentality to take with that.
I know. Definitely not self-destructive at all. Um,
If people had a problem with it, they'd tell me.
it would be if I could put it into if I can make a comparison that might make sense to you. So where Buggy shows up in One Piece would be like if a character showed up. It would be like if Farmer with a shotgun in Dragon Ball came back suddenly for no particular reason and was incredibly integral to the plot of the Boo saga.
He always comes back, and you're talking about Mr. Satan.
I'm not. That's not Mr. Satan. Farmer with a shotgun is not Mr. Satan,
I mean,
and you know he's not.
he was as effective as Mr. Satan was in the Cell Suck.
But it's too close to the Cell Saga.
Oh my gosh.
Like in the manga, like Buggy just kind of like fucking disappears off the face of the earth,
Well,
and
he's
then
got
like
things
all of
to
a
do.
sudden comes back. Yeah. Oh, and that's what I like so much about One Piece. The it does start a little slow and a little weird, but like it definitely feels like it's a constant like breathing world, and like characters will disappear and then come back and have full backstories for the entire time that they've been gone, even if it's been like years in
All
in the
right.
world.
So, Kevin, if I were like, and I understand this is going to be a huge ballpark number for you to kind of come up with, but
Hmm.
if I was to start watching the One Piece anime, how long do you think, if I were to dedicate like 3 hours a day, how long would it take for me to get caught up to where you guys are?
3 hours a day.
That's probably but 6 to 9 episodes, somewhere in there, depending on how long they are.
Well, it also depends if you. So for the first, so for all of the East Blue arc, it has a very good um,
Pacing.
flow. Yeah, it has very good flow, very good pacing. And then that's kind of where it catches up to where they were in the manga going into Alabasta. So once you hit the Alabasta arc in One Piece, it kind of becomes one episode per manga chapter. But then at that point, my buddy did this. He developed a strategy after he recognized a pattern.
Uh huh.
One Piece is always going to start with a recap, the opening music number, and then it'll end with like their version of like next time on Dragon Ball Z. So he's like, if you skip the recap, skip the opening, and skip the ending, the episode's only 12 minutes long.
Oh, okay. Totally. You can make up a lot of ground with that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, my next proposal, Kevin, would you consider watching Solo Leveling if I watched the entire first season of One Piece? It's 12 episodes. I
Okay.
don't know how
What are we
long.
considering the first season of One Piece?
Well, that's what I'm going to leave to you because I am unfamiliar, but I'm assuming there's
Are we
probably like
talking about the anime?
26. Yeah.
Okay. My my One Piece experience is very different because I definitely sat down and decided after hearing everybody talk about it and like how good, especially how good it's gotten recently, that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get caught up, and I made a conscious decision of like, I'm gonna do this. And I sat down, I thought, what would be the best way for me to do this, that's not gonna just cause me to get incredibly burned out. Um, and that for me was just gonna be reading the manga.
Ah. Well, I'm going specifically anime route.
I know, which is why I was like, I don't know how to
How to
do
answer
that.
that?
Which it could be an interesting journey for us together because I've not actually sat down and watched all of the One Piece anime. I've gone and like re and watched some of my favorite like fights animated from the manga, but I never like sat down and watched like all the episodes.
Okay.
So that could be like an interesting thing to do. But like I said, if you dedicate once you get past the first like what 50 or 60 episodes or so, then it starts like the pacing really kind of changes.
The biggest problem I've had with One Piece and why I couldn't really get into it is I just didn't like the main character. I don't like Luffy.
What don't you like about him?
I don't like his personality. It's like, and I understand. I watch a lot of things with characters who are like also extremely questionable in the same way that I find him. It just he seems. I don't see reliability in him. I see and again, just getting into the series, I know there's always time for glow up in self,
Mhm.
reflections
Well, I
and
mean,
improvement.
the show at the beginning has a very different tone, And as you get later into the this, I mean, I guess it's still fine to call it the series. Like the tone shifts a lot. So like it starts off as like haha funny like adventure about pirates, and then like slowly becomes a story about overthrowing a corrupt government.
Okay. Oh, hey, I found the entrance. But yeah, I
Proud of
guess
you, I knew you could do it.
Luffy was always just that wacky guy to me that didn't take things seriously, that I just didn't think I'd enjoy.
Well, it's not so much that he doesn't take things seriously, it's that he doesn't worry about things because he's so confident in his own abilities.
Got it.
And like he will like he very much, and that's one thing that I thought they, as far as portrayal of his character in the live action, is like despite the fact that he's just become a pirate and does not have a ship and does not have a crew, will just rock up to strangers and with his full chest be like, "Hey, I'm the future king of the pirates." They're like, "You are a child. Get out of my face."
All right, I can
And like it can,
see
and
the
it's
charm in that.
yeah, and it can come off as very like doesn't take things seriously or whatever. It's like, yeah, he's kind of like a silly goofball, and that doesn't really ever change. And that's kind of what is so endearing about him in the world, is that even after all of the hardship and the darkness and the evil that he faces on a pretty regular basis, he's still him, and he doesn't become like this grizzled, cynical, the world is bullshit, I'm gonna watch it burn around me because I hate everything kind of person.
Sasuke syndrome. Oh, that's a bad analogy. You don't know Naruto. Never mind. But yeah,
No, I get it.
Chat is
But I
saying
also,
yeah, Luffy becomes more serious later.
he does, but he doesn't lose what, like he knows when to turn it on and turn it off, and like he's serious in serious situations, but he's not like serious when it doesn't call for it. He's like Goku in that way. It's like, yeah, you threaten
Mm,
his friends, you're gonna catch hands as well as probably a couple of fucking cannons. But it's like, are we good? Yeah, we're good. Cool. Where's the food?
Jesus.
And I'm
Yeah, I
not gonna
mean,
lie.
I
See, he is
realize.
he. I'm not gonna lie. He is also a little bit of a Mary Sue character in some ways. Um, but it's him and the the friends and like other characters that he meet along the way. Because I'll be honest with you, I love One Piece. Luffy is not my favorite character in One Piece.
A lot of people
Luffy
seem to
has
really like Ace in Shanks or whatever.
uh yeah, there's a lot of people who are very attached to Ace for very particular reasons.
I guess I'll
Um
get there one day.
well, he's so I'll just be out with it. It's not like a huge secret or anything. Um Ace is well, I guess it's a little bit of a spoiler, but it's not that big a
Luffy's
deal.
brother, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's Luffy's older brother.
Yeah.
Like legitimately his older brother. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Well, that's fine. As far as character design goes, I've always liked Zolo. Zolo? Is that the name? The swordsman? Yeah. I always found his fighting style to be really cool. Dude, we're 90% on this thing. We're trudging along. Don't spoil totally. No spoilers. I'm finally about to give One Piece a shot, and you're trying to spoil things for me. What is wrong with you? If I'm gonna give this an actual shot, like I mean, really, like realistically, I know it's been out for years and years and years, so spoilers are pretty much inevitable. But you can curtail them a little bit for me since I'm about to get into it.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna
Sorry
be my
about that.
first
My
time
one of my
coming
roommates
across
needed to
these.
talk to me about something.
Oh, you're a good man. I was just talking about how I thought Zola was a really cool character.
You know, Zoro's really cool.
Is
My
it
favorite
Zoro? I
is
always thought it was Zolo.
so it's written uh Zolo um
It's
because of the
pronounced
way.
differently.
Yeah, it's sort of like if you read the Dragon Ball manga, it's was it Krillin? Yeah,
Korean.
Krillin. Yeah,
Yeah.
because the Romanji, the Japanese, switches the pronunciation of L's and R's.
That was a really solid example because I know exactly what you were talking about, Kev. Well done. Bravo. Yeah, I always thought reading Krillin's name was always weirder.
He's Zoro. Zoro's got. Actually, we don't know. I mean, we know a little bit about Zoro's history, but like they haven't done the deep dive like they've done with some of the other characters. I feel like,
Hmm.
but Zoro's also kind of a pretty straightforward character, kind of like Luffy.
Speaking of One Piece, though, I don't know why. I went ahead and I got like they came out with a card game, right? And
Hmm.
I ended up picking up the first 10 or 11 starter sets. Never opened them, so I just have them all sitting in package just in my
Yeah,
room.
I've heard the One Piece game is actually pretty good. The card game.
Yeah, so I have them all here if we ever want to play it or if they're ever worth resale. I have no idea, but I made sure to
I
pick
mean, it's
up
up
the
to you.
first
I'd be
10.
down to play them and like because they're like starter decks, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
starter sets. But I'm part of me is kind of like, well, if this takes off like Pokemon did, and I have these base sets
I
that
don't
are
think
like
anything's going to take off like Pokemon does, but I
not
do know that
anymore.
there are
Yeah.
already some very expensive One Piece cards, but they are not coming in the starter sets. That's for
Okay.
absolute certain. Yeah, because like the um, because there's one card, there's one Zoro card I know that's like worth almost, I want to say almost 10 grand. Um,
Jeez.
but what, you know how like Pokemon do like the full art cards?
Yeah. Dude, they have One Piece full art cards.
I mean, depending on how you feel about it, I think it's actually better the way they do it. They're manga panel cards.
Oh, that is so cool. That is such a great idea.
So the card art is the actual like manga panel of what they're trying to like depict with the card.
That's unique and I love it.
And they're actually in like black and white too. It's like kind of dope as shit.
No, well done, One Piece. That's amazing. All right, you dirty goddamn pole. Thank you. Finally, we're at
But
99%.
I don't have money to get into any of the hobbies I want to get into.
Dude, that's a fucking mood. Yeah.
Like I, I I was playing a dangerous game when I found out that
Kevin!
there's now a
Hi, buddy.
uh there's now VTuber trading cards.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't mean the the Weiss Schwartz Hololive collab. I mean like there's a literal set of trading cards called V cards, and they're all dedicated to VTubers.
Hmm. All right. Now I got to go
What
back
part
and
of this isn't
find.
clean?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that got started and didn't get finished, so now I'm running through the maze looking for them. Oh, this was you, because I didn't clean this.
What?
This blue flower basin wall thing.
Basin wall?
Yeah, it looks like it's got one of them trellises
I
over the top.
I swear I went through all of that.
I'm pretty sure I
That
know
was definitely something
exactly.
I was doing.
It's right
Oh, I
here.
missed the outside. Fuck me. God damn it.
Oh yeah, look at all this. Holy shit.
I was so focused on getting the inside and getting all the crevices around the uh the fountain plinth that I forgot to check the outer wall.
That purple flower one might have been me, but how did we miss the hatch? What? We were like so. Oh God, good luck ever finding the hatch again. Where the hell?
Hold on. I think I could
Oh,
actually do this.
do you know where it's at?
I think I do.
Yeah, the hatch is like the hardest part of this maze to find. Oh,
No, this hatch is clean. It says.
nope, nope. It's this one. It's right here. It's the back of it.
Oh, is it like the
It's the metal.
hinges or something? Oh no, it's the surround. So it's the bricks around the hatch somewhere.
Uh,
Like
oh
in
my
here
God.
where the
Yeah.
hatch is flush with the fucking door.
God damn it. All right. Well, we have one thing left, and this one might have been me, because I
Yeah,
that
because you
that looks
said you were cleaning a
familiar.
fountain thing, and I did not have a fountain.
Yeah. It's near the entrance. I know that. Here it is.
Pink flower, purple
It's right.
flower.
It's right here. Yeah. This was me. Oh my God, we did it, Kev.
Hooray!
We finished today. This actually wasn't that bad.
Mm-mm.
Let me take a look at the time on the stream here. I think we're
1 hour.
in, yeah, 1 hour. I mean, do you like this? This last DLC bit is extremely intensive. Do you maybe want to knock 20% of it off today? We
I
have
mean,
time.
I'm good to just go and do the whole thing if
Oh
you
yeah.
want, but that's up to you.
Yeah, let's load up the next one here. Oh my God, we got a top-down view of the maze. That's awesome.
Yeah, let me know when you're done with your
Wow,
what do you
look at us
call it?
go. Also, I
Time
realized
lapse.
yeah, I'm done with the time lapse now.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get a little bit into this one because this one is going to be massive. It is Laura Croft's treasure room. Dude, we have to start with the dinosaur, right?
This actually isn't as bad as I thought.
You say that because you haven't tried to get the roof and the fireplace yet.
Okay, then I'll do the fireplace, and then you can work on the other stuff, and then we'll work together on the roof.
I'm actually interested to see what's in these display cases. Start working on these.
Didn't Crony finish the entire treasure room in like 15 minutes on stream?
I I don't watch Crony's stream. I have no idea.
She was streaming this when it like first came out, and chat better. She's like, "Oh, finish this in like X amount of time." Or go on a date with us. She's like, bet I'll take it, and then just like plowed through the entire thing like a speedrunner. And the chat's like, wait, no, you were supposed to lose. And she's like, why would I lose? It's like it was supposed to be a funny haha. You're supposed to like let us win. Like, why would I do that?
I don't want to date you. That's funny.
Mind you, she also did it on PC where she had like the super quick like mouse reflexes, and that's going to make it a
Yeah.
little bit easier than playing on controller. But
Oh God, I made the mistake of hitting the dirt button while looking at the room. Okay.
yeah, you don't want to do that.
All right. What is wrong with it? The problem is I have to look at this thing. Oh, the corners of the box. That's annoying. Oh God. Oh God. Close your eyes, children. There we go. Now, what is this thing called? The Lapis Philosopherum.
Okay, fireplace guard and firebox are done.
I wonder if these are actually items that she gets in the game, because I haven't played the games. That would be really
I
cool.
played the first one of the remakes and started the second one. Never got around to the third one. So was it Tomb Raider and then Rise of the Tomb Raider and then Shadow of the Tomb Raider? So like Tomb Raider, I played and beat, and I actually really liked that game.
Huh.
Um,
I might have to give it a shot then, whenever I find time.
Is it Rise? I don't remember the order. I think it's Rise, whatever the second one of
Rise.
that trilogy was. I did enjoy, but it was one of those things where like I just got distracted and then put it down and then started playing other things and then never came back to it because
Yep, that's my adult
brain.
life. Yeah, I get it. I get that 100%. That's why I had to start. Holy goddamn shit, dude. I turned around and there was just a mannequin staring at me. I'm like, oh, crap. Alright, I gotta make sure I get these corners. That screwed me last time. Hey, you know what? Looking at it now, this might not actually be as bad as I thought. There's just a lot of
Especially since it's like a two-man job. No.
yeah. Took me a while solo, I'll tell you that. But yeah, I think a nice 20% completion today is a good number to strive for.
And we just go and see how far we get in an hour. Go to 7.
Another hour?
Yeah, why not?
Man, you crazy, man.
It's not that crazy to stream for 2 hours, Eric.
It
What else
is
do
when
you
you
have going
have.
on
I have
tonight?
ADHD, man. I'm always looking
Yeah,
to
but
do
you're not
new
here. You're
things.
also not streaming by yourself, so it's different.
Yeah, that's fair. Wow. All right, guys. I didn't realize you felt so strongly. Why don't you just suck his dick? God damn.
Please, somebody. Is it the under part? Oh yeah, it's the under part.
I really like this carpet that she's got here. Those are really
That
nice.
means two things.
I'm talking, of course, the tasteful variation, Kevin, which I also realize now
That's not
has
clearing
two
up
meanings.
anything. That has not cleared up
I
anything.
realize that also has two meanings.
He's talking about floor coverings.
Yes. Cement hiders.
Stop using more euphemisms. Stop using other things that could be considered as euphemisms, and you won't have this problem.
Uh, have you ever
I
seen those
kind of wish this game
videos?
had.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I kind of wish this game had like Minecraft rules where you can't fall off if you're crouching.
That would be way too convenient. However, they do
I
have a
know.
cool feature if you pick something up while someone's crouching. Makes you stand up and hit your fucking head.
That's actually my favorite feature of the game.
Yeah. So as I was gonna say, have you ever seen those videos where people like put a rug on the ground and like this rug hasn't been cleaned in 20 years and it's just a massive black sludge just
I was obsessed with those videos for like 6 months or so.
oh man.
I
It's like how
watched
does your
so
rug
many
get
of
that
them.
dirty?
I'm not gonna lie, like I know that probably a lot of those were faked. Like 100%, like they just made a rug extra dirty so that it looked real fucking cool when it got cleaned. And I don't care because it looked really cool when it got cleaned. I don't care how the hot dog is made,
I just know I want it in my mouth. So just
right?
get it in there.
Yeah, 100%. I am a professional wrestling fan. I don't care if it's scripted content.
Speaking of wrestling, isn't
Just make it good
WrestleMania
content.
next year supposed to be in Detroit?
No, New Orleans.
Really? That's so disappointing. I thought it was every 20 years they came here.
I mean, it'd be really cool, but the rumor it hasn't officially been announced because it won't be until WrestleMania weekend. But yeah, rumor has it that they've got to deal with Los Angeles,
That's so
not Los
annoying to
Angeles, New
me.
Orleans. What the fuck am I talking about?
Cause it's like WrestleMania
I just
3.
said it.
WrestleMania 23 was the one I went to. So 43 should have been here.
Hey, at least you got to go to 23.
I did.
We had SummerSlam 2 years ago.
Yeah, but
2023 SummerSlam.
I mean, I haven't really cared about SummerSlam since VHS was relevant. I watched a lot of
God, you were just
SummerSlams on
not fun.
VHS. What?
Why do I know all of these people that just hate fun?
That's not true. I love fun. Look at what I'm doing. I'm washing a carpet. This is fun.
This is a job. This might as well just be janitor simulator, which I'm sure is also a thing.
Can I tell you, I have a lot of simulator games that I ended up getting that I just haven't streamed because I haven't had time.
I don't understand. I see people play Farming Simulator, and I just do not get.
It's annoying. I don't like it. But I also think it's because I know farming is a lot of fucking work that I don't want to do. It's just anytime you have to buy a bunch of specified machinery to like do jobs,
I
it's
mean,
just
I
I don't
guess
want those. I don't want a lot of options, you know. Just give me a power washer. I don't really care that there's like 17,000 makes of it. Just give me something to get the job done. I don't want to have to
God damn it.
worry about like harvesters and like tillers. I mean, just give me an all-in-one tool and let me go. Don't even get me started about the attachments that only work on certain machines as well.
Yeah. Well, it's that, and then what do you call it? Like I know so many people, and I think you're included in this list, who just like love Harvest Moon.
Uh, I've actually never really cared. Like, I like farming sims, don't get me wrong, but I
Yeah,
liked
like
it
Harvest Moon and
in.
Stardew Valley and all of that, and I'm just like, I
Yeah,
don't.
Stardew Valley is my thing because it's not exclusively that. Like, I liked Rune Factory a lot because I was also able to go into mines and fight monsters. I kind of like all in one sort of games. I don't necessarily care about something that is just dedicated to one thing, if that makes sense. Like, I'm the kind of person whose perfect game was Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. on the Wii, just because I got to be, I think it was called My Life is King. And basically, I was just a ruler, and I sent bitches out to go and gather resources so I could develop the city and the town that we were living in. Those are the kind of games that I like. I like delegation games where I could go out in the field and do it myself, or I could just send my bitches out to do my bidding.
I mean, I don't know that I could really nail down my game tastes that simple, or that, like, not simple, condensed, I guess.
Hmm.
Because, like, I like shooters, but I don't like all shooters, and I definitely don't like the popular shooters.
I'm not going
Like,
to
I
judge you
haven't liked
for
a
it.
Call of Duty game in a long time. And when I did like them, it was for the PvE content, the zombies and the aliens modes.
See, I never liked those modes. I hated it because it was always like you had to do so much research or follow these elaborate walkthroughs that just gave me a headache. I'm like, I like the hardcore mode where if you take one bullet, you're dead. Those are the modes that I like.
I hate that.
Mm.
Like, I hate the no room for error game modes. Because now you're talking, it was like, oh, now, because now I don't have the freedom to choose how I play, and I have the same thing. You're just like, oh, I gotta look up these convoluted walkthroughs. Like, not only do I have to, like, have the walkthrough, I have to follow the walkthrough to a T, and I can't just, like, breeze in. Like, okay, I get the general idea of what this is telling me to do.
I do not know. They started cooking in the kitchen, right? And they smoked it out.
Oh boy.
I knew this is also part of the reason where I'm like I don't know if I want to go another hour because they're active right now and they're doing things in the room next to me. It's like they burnt grilled cheese or something. I don't know. Oh God,
You'll be fine. You're a big boy.
it hurts to breathe, Kev.
Put on a mask. We did it for years.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what am I on next? All right, so I did the rug, the four display cases. Oh God. All right, I found another display case. Ooh, daggers. Oh, this is an Egyptian case right here. I can tell by the stereotypical iconography they're using in this display case. So, have you thought about what DLC you'd be interested in doing next, Kev?
I would need to look at them again. Which ones have you done on stream? Because
We've
that's also
done
going to be um, a deciding factor.
SpongeBob with Ed.
Okay.
I did the Warhammer 40K with you, and now the Tomb Raider with you.
Okay. Um, I mean, I guess we could do the Final Fantasy one next because I know that one was a free one.
Yeah,
Because I got the Warhammer one, and I think I got the SpongeBob one, which you already did.
eventually we're gonna have to do Shrek.
Yeah, but I figure before anybody has to spend any money, we might as well get through Final Fantasy.
You're right. And I still haven't done Back to the Future. It's the only DLC I don't own.
Isn't that no? Shrek's the newest one, right?
Yeah. And eventually Wallace and Gromit's going to be the newest one.
That's I mean that's so weird. to
Yeah,
me, but I guess it's not that weird. Um, Depending if, because I don't know where the developer's from, but if they're from like, um,
the EU.
yeah, well, and then like specifically like the UK, like that would make a lot of sense. Like Wallace and Gromit is huge there.
I'm waiting for the anime crossovers. When are those going to come out?
Well, I think Fortnite needs to finish running them through the train, and then maybe they'll come to Powerwash Simulator.
Am I the? I think I might be the only one in the world who can't stand Fortnite.
I don't like Fortnite. Um, I, but in my defense, I also don't like any of the Fortnite clones either. Like I don't like Apex Legends. There was a time where I was kind of into PUBG, but like I didn't like playing it. I just liked watching like people who are really good play it, and now
Mm.
like it's that style of game is just so overdone now,
There
and
isn't a lot of room
Fortnite's
for
still fucking
error.
huge.
Yeah, no, I get it. I did like Apex Legends for a long time, but Battle Royale is not my style of gameplay that I would go running to
No, but I mean
usually.
we've talked about this before. Like I get too sweaty playing those PvP games, and I turn into a person that I don't like when I'm playing those games, so I just don't play them.
Hmm.
I don't feel good while all of that's happening, and like I turn into a complete and utter asshole, and I don't like who I am when I play those games. I don't like how I feel when I play those games. And it used to be like, oh, I'll just play these games because this is what my friends are playing. And like, nah, I have so many friends who are just like Marvel Rivals, Marvel Rivals, Marvel Rivals, Marvel Rivals, and like even you were like, we'll just sit and play a couple of games. Like, okay, like I'm just gonna fuck around though. Like I'm not gonna really try and win.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Honestly, games are supposed to be fun, and if you're having more of a headache playing them, then they're not for you. Like
Yeah.
everybody likes different things, so
And
I get a
I like
more.
PvE shooters. So it's like it's not like I don't like shooters. Like I love Helldivers. I love Borderlands. But like that's primarily PvE content.
Yeah, it's because humans are pieces of shit, man. Unless you're in a cooperative PvE environment, there's just so many people that go out there and troll and cheat and just ruin the gaming experience for you. And at the end of the day, I hate people. So I don't want to play a game exclusively, which I know is crazy because Overwatch was very much a PvP game.
Oh yeah,
But
no, we got hardcore into Overwatch, and that's kind of when I realized I'm like, oh, I don't like as much as I like this game. I don't like who I am when I play this game.
yeah, there's always a lot of finger pointing when, and I understand it's usually a lot of it towards me when we play those kind of games because I very much don't
You
have the team mentality going into
no,
those
and
kind of games.
you were also. I don't like who you were when we were playing Overwatch either.
Yeah.
Because we'd start losing, and you'd be like, "Why didn't anybody heal me?" And like, Eric, we don't have a healer on the team. I don't know if you noticed.
Nope.
And then be and like,
Why
no,
do we
like,
have
well,
a
why didn't
healer?
anybody switch to healer? Why didn't you switch to healer?
Because I'm not a
It's
good
like
healer.
anytime anything went wrong, you immediately started blaming everybody else like you were God's gift to Overwatch. Like, Eric, no.
I agree.
God's gift God's gift to Overwatch was the character designer who
May
did
May.
May's in-game model.
I
That
knew you.
is that's the end of it.
Still a lot of good art of her out there.
I know I have a folder, and we're gonna just leave it at that.
How's the stove going, buddy? It looks like it's pretty good from here.
Yeah, I've got
There's
probably
a
like a good
ladder.
80% of just this wall done. There is a ladder. Cool. Fuck me. I'm glad I parkoured that entire fucking chimney.
Hey, to be fair, I did it by okay, I can't do this anymore, Kev. The burning sensation is in my brain.
You can.
I
You're a big
can't.
boy.
They actually they've smoked me out of here.
Okay. So what are you gonna do then?
I'm gonna finish this floor and then I'm gonna go die of asphyxiation, I think. On burnt grilled cheese or whatever the fuck they did.
Well, I mean, if you're not gonna be able to get away from it, then
Well, I
let's
can,
just
but
keep playing.
I have to go in another room.
Oh,
The kitchen happens to be right by where I stream.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
I know how it's set up, but I also know where your alternative is, and it's not that far away from where you are right now.
Oh, if you think I'm
So
well
you're leaving the
enough to
house.
go, yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go get dinner because I haven't eaten all day. But I do want to finish this floor. We did get 30% into this one, which is great because looking at what we have left, it is the hardest parts of this thing. So this we've definitely still got a whole stream ahead of us.
We've probably got like maybe what time is it now?
We've been going for an hour and a
It's
half.
about. Well, I'm at like from when we started this, so it's been less than 30 minutes since
30,
we started this
27
particular
minutes.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe if we're lucky, we'll have an hour left of it.
Oh, we'll be fine. Again, that's also pacing wise why I thought we would do a little bit into this one since we I didn't think the maze would get done as quickly as it did. Because again, we are a
I
two
mean, you've
man
been saying
team.
that about all of
Yeah,
these,
we're a
but
two man
like
team. I'm used to doing them solo.
we're a two-man team. You're used to doing them solo, and like you're also used to doing them like a fucking maniac and not
That's not
actually
true.
finishing the job as you go.
I think the maze went extremely well.
The maze did go extremely well, but I'm talking about other jobs.
Yeah.
That dirt's really stuck on the stairs here.
But yes, for my own well being, I gotta get out of this smoked out room that I'm currently sitting in.
Okay. You just let me know when we're ending the stream. I'm just gonna keep working on these stairs
Yeah,
until.
I'm just gonna finish this floor right here, and then I think I'm gonna bounce.
Well, I'm not gonna finish this without you.
Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, and there's also a lot of other content that came out that I haven't done as well. Like they've got aquariums and submarines and stuff they've added. I don't know if you've seen any of those yet.
No, I haven't.
So
I
there's
know there's a
still
ton of just like
plenty.
the base game special levels that I haven't touched yet.
Yeah, like there's still plenty of stuff that we can do if we need to take a break from DLCs for a bit.
I mean, as long as it's something we haven't done, like a level we haven't done that you haven't done on stream before,
Oh,
I'm
yeah, there's a
I'm okay
lot of
with that.
those. Yeah. I was also thinking about just one day coming back and just throwing on some jazz music and doing like 40 streams, doing one level, ending the stream, another level, different soundtrack, and just sitting back for the day doing that. All right, this floor is. I missed something somewhere on this floor.
Yeah, a ton of spaces because you don't actually clean it.
That's not true. I've done
There's
amazing
so
today.
much dirt left over here in this corner.
Well, then clean it.
I am,
Give me that
but I'm
ding.
saying like, you're not doing as good a job as you think you are. You're
Well,
probably
I'm
still
doing.
using the green nozzle, aren't you?
How did you know?
Because this is what happens when you use the green nozzle. You
All
need to
right,
yellow nozzle everything.
all right,
Floor's
buddy.
done.
Floor is done, as is my will to live. I am going to get out of here, and I think I'm gonna go. I don't know what chat. What should I get? Should I get Mexican? I feel like Mexican tonight. I had chicken fingers yesterday. Hmm. You know what? Maybe Taco Bell. Taco Bell sounds good.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page. You understand that Taco Bell is not Mexican.
Yeah, yeah. It's American.
It's what they call Tex-Mex.
Hmm. Five Guys? No, I never liked Five Guys.
Really?
Kevin,
I love Five
what
Guys.
are you doing in his mouth?
Cleaning it. It's dirty.
Get out of that mouth. What are you doing?
Clean it. I'm playing Dino Dentist. Get out of here.
Ooh, double bacon. Oh my God. Actually, hamburger just sounded really good today.
Oh, this
Yeah.
would have made me so happy like 15 minutes ago.
You know what? A brilliant job with that. Let's take a look at the fireplace before I leave here. This looks. Oh God, I'm stuck on the ladder.
Here, let me move
Wow.
that out of the
Yeah.
way.
Look at this, Kevin. You did
Yeah,
good
basically I
up.
have that whole back wall with the exception of the bookshelves done.
Damn.
Ugh.
Pardon me, man. The dagger of Zeon or of Jean.
Yeah, Jean.
Then we got Iris.
I know, Iris.
Again, I'm wondering if these are actual treasures that she comes across in game, because I
The
wouldn't be surprised if they
Atlantean
were.
Scion
Yeah, that sounds like something. And then
and
the
Lapis Philosophorum.
yeah. All right, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this little power wash thing. I didn't really have too many stories to tell today, but I also haven't done anything lately. So maybe in a couple weeks we'll have some news on that house for you guys. Kev, once again, I want to thank you for playing with me here.
You're welcome.
We'll knock this out next time, and then we'll come up with a plan for some future power washing.
Okay.
Till next time, everybody. Bye bye.